Hey gang, long time no see. Raven the Devil here, and welcome back to my channel on YouTube. Yeah, I've been gone a while. It's the end of June 2023, and coming up on July, a month I usually hide in my house and don't go outside until the end of. I'm getting another year a little bit, closer to the end. Always avoided the birthday. But that's not the only reason why I'm making this video. I've been gone a month. I set a schedule for Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for videos. And we're going to talk about that and a little bit more here on this update video. And I got more scheduling coming up here soon. But I wanted to at least get this done and get everybody ready to join me here on my channel. I'm a former radio host online and terrestrially, co-host of The Real Radio Show, creator and host of the Vault of Metal that ran from 2004 to 2016, the Raven's Edge podcast, occasional producer of Chewing the Fat with Big and Beefy, and I forget what else. Sounds of the Empire with Garrus Rex, the first show I ever did in the Star Wars galaxies, and a few other things. But needless to say, that's who I am. What is this all about? I run my mouth and ramble mostly. And as I try to build a studio around me, sitting behind the former vest I used to wear, on the front of, the one that I can no longer wear because I've lost so much weight. I've lost over 300 pounds in the last 3 years, and I'm in a process to get skin removal surgery and a full overhaul before I'm 55, or by the time I'm 55, depending on how quick the doctors work. But it's been a long ride from getting hurt at 25 years ago, and a gastric bypass 35 years ago. I got up to 720 pounds by 2006. And I've been fighting the weight battle ever since, calling myself 350 pounds to piss the F off. I was mad about a lot of things. A lot of things have changed since then. So that's what this channel is, and now on to what happened. Where have I been? Well, one of the reasons why I bring up my health and my weight and everything else on occasion is I got tired of being sick and tired. Well, when humid weather begins to happen, I get violently sick. And it's not like I catch a cold or I get the flu or I even get the vid. I just get sick. Phlegm builds up in my lungs. I'm a former heavy cigarette smoker who vapes in a vague attempt to quit. I have a medical marijuana card, so I use that for pain. So I understand I'll have respiratory. I had bronchial asthma as a kid, and, have dealt with bronchitis on and off in my life. And I got laid low. I had no voice outside of my day-to-day that I needed, and my new schedule in life is more hectic. And then add this in, thinking, yeah, I can do 3 days a week, 3 videos, that won't be a problem. Then I get sick and realize, wow, I'm not 35 anymore. I can't work this schedule like I used to. So I got sick. I lost my voice. And when I was home, I literally was resting in a chair trying to feel better. I had no inspiration to do anything, no care to do a damn thing. This is one of the things I talked about on the blog over at raventhedevil.com. About being selfish about my time. When I don't feel well, I just don't bother with nothing. My neighbors are lucky I cut my grass. That evil corded electric lawnmower from the Grumpy Old Man rants. So I disappeared for a month and I got sick. So here I am feeling better, and I'm getting ready to start making more stuff. I'm sitting in the corner, and that's going to be the chair I sit in when I do have multiple cameras and have people sitting in the room with me. But the wall's still blank because I'm getting ready to probably paint this studio a different color. But this is now where I want to talk to those folks, those few of you out there that are following the channel. See, I'm not trying to monetize this thing here because of, all the rules on YouTube, and there are other sites that I can do stuff on. I'm trying to learn. There's so much data out there now. It's not like when I started in online radio. I had always had an interest in radio. I'd always wanted to do something with voiceover, cartoon voices, animation, that sort of thing, or video games. And radio, I fell into it. It was just an accident. And I got good at it, and I got to do a lot of things because of it. And now I miss it. But I don't miss the workload. I don't miss having to buy all the new music, stay up on the trends. It's not what I'm interested in anymore. But that being said, there's still bands out there that I like. There's still music out there that I'm interested in. And there's still bands that I'd like to talk to. So this is the audience participation part of the video now. What do you guys think? Should you see the conversations what I've got here? And I've left up my old reviews that make me cringe, but in my day to day, I've been showing those videos to people, and there's been several people that like not only the review but the conversation videos. So should I bring them back? That's up to you guys. Leave a comment down below. You know, you want me to start talking to folks again? I'm happy to do it. I would love to do it again. It's just, I want to do it a little differently. Now, I saw on that one poll that's got one vote, they want game streaming, and I found my internet is not sufficient through my only option provider where I live right now without getting an upgraded service. So I'm going to have to work on that before I can do live streams or game streams. So I'll do some recording in games, but I got to buy some software, more than what I've got, just so I can review my footage. Good on you, Microsoft. Good on you. You're almost making me wish I'd gone with an Apple for video editing. But I'm going to start piecing together from the games that I play. Probably some Star Citizen mostly, since that seems to be what steals me most. But it's up to you if you guys want to see videos like that. Until I can get this multi-camera thing going, there's money that I need to spend and money that I need to acquire before any of that's going to happen. I also met a guy in day-to-day last week. I hope maybe if he catches this video, he'll see it. From Los Angeles, and he said he might have some advice or be able to be hired to advise what I can do to improve. It's all about improving. Back when I was doing radio and I was being trained by Jen Steele, she made a point of saying, take acting lessons. Take some improv comedy classes. Take whatever you need to do to feel comfortable in your art form. And since I'm a storyteller that runs my mouth, so probably going to do some stuff like that too in the near future. I figure some of this we may record. I got to get used to being on camera. I got to get used to following my life on camera. I'm not used to this yet. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable for me. Being in the public eye was always something behind a microphone, and I could hide my real life and what I looked like. I'm like the troll under the bridge that wants a toll. Throw down a sheep, I'm good. But I am trying to learn this whole new game. When I started online radio, we used Winamp, and that's what led me to the embarrassing moment that led me to go on to doing the Vault of Metal. And then I built a studio around me. I got a lot of that equipment still laying here, but the equipment, while it still works, is, 10, 20 years old. It's time to upgrade. That's not cheap. And then with video, if you want to do multi-camera stuff, want to guests in the studio so everybody can see everybody, well, then there's more money there too. Switchboards, and I don't know any of this crap. So I've been shooting in the dark for months and years now, and I've wasted more money than I'm willing to admit to on buying the wrong things or things that I thought would work, and then they just don't work the way I want them to, and they just sit on a shelf. One of these days, maybe I'll do a video about that too, all the mistakes I've made here. Because, boy, do I keep making them. Even though I watch video and read and study, there's only so many hours in a day, even for a guy who can't sleep. And that's the other thing with my health. I'm awake a lot. I spend a lot of time, but there are times where the pain is just so bad I cannot move. I sit in a chair or I lay flat on my back for hours on end some days. Between the bursitis, the neuropathy, sciatica, stenosis, all the things I deal with. You know, there are days I just am unable. And there are going to be times where even my own schedule I'm not going to be able to keep. This is why the Vault of Metal went from 5 days a week to two. I got old. My desires haven't changed. But if you folks think I'm doing something good, help me grow the channel, and I'll be able to hire a video editor. I'll be able to backlog a bunch of these. I'm going to try to do that in the next few weeks coming up because, the month of July I tend to lay low. So I want to try and get at least month scheduled. So I'm going to be switching my scheduling to probably Tuesdays and Saturdays right now. That gives me time to rest and it gives me time to make something. And I didn't want you guys thinking I'd given up on the channel and just dropped off the face of the earth again. But sometimes I may disappear for a while. And it's the health. It is. And this is why I work so hard to get the weight off. This is why I take 12 different vitamins every day. This is why I take the medicines my doctors prescribed me. And let's not even begin to talk about how many doctors I go to see. So there are going to be times where even I can't keep to my own schedule until such time as I can just focus on this. And I am trying to get there. So I'm going to merge my hobbies into my streams and into my video channels. And I'm looking at other channels too. Ones where I could say more things that I wouldn't be able to say here because they might be a little controversial. But that's a whole new market to learn. That's a whole new place to learn. That's a whole new set of stuff for me to learn. And because I got a traumatic brain injury and all of that, I have a hard time focusing on a screen reading for more than an hour at a time. So anything longer than that, I got to put it down. I can't even read paper, books and things anymore. I got to get my eyes checked anyways. I got to get my teeth fixed. There's a lot of things I'm working on here. I'm a work in progress. I'm sort of like trying to rebuild ancient Greece. If you want to rebuild, everything that stood once in Athens, you got to start somewhere. Well, I'm at that point. I'm all the ruins and broken pieces that was once me. And I've only started putting the mortar back in. So it's a long journey, and that's why I'm doing these videos now, is to chronicle all of this. Because you know what? Someday I won't be here, and maybe when I'm not here, there'll be somebody who needs to hear some of the crap I've learned in my life. So thanks, everybody, for hanging out for this one. That's what's going on. I'm curious, though, what you guys think. What do you guys want to see? You want to see more interviews? Do you guys want to see more reviews of things? It doesn't necessarily have to be music reviews. I can do game reviews. I can do TV reaction stuff if you want. Reacts with me tend to be rather uninspiring. I tend to get annoyed and irritated if they're bad. So maybe that'll be funny. But I don't want to do anything too hateful. I don't want to do anything my mother couldn't watch. You know what I mean? My mother's 88 almost. And so I'm trying not to be hateful here. I'm trying to be positive. So whatever I'm going to do has to be positive. And so, maybe a little short interviews with folks, conversations with people that run an hour. We'll see. But I also want to know what you guys want to see. It's not just about what I'm trying to do here. I've always liked audience participation. I missed my chat room, and that's the only reason why I keep saying the word live stream. If I can get to a live stream point and start interacting with those of you that are out there watching, I'll have better shows. They will get better. I need an energy that I'm just not getting yet, and I'm trying to figure this out as I go. So if you guys want to see more, do the thing, the like, share, and subscribe thing. Helps me out, help grow the channel. Maybe we can get to 1,000. I can get that live stream up, and we can start doing Q&A and some stuff like that. RavenTheDevil.com if you want to see the blog, and keep following updates there. I'm not a web designer. I do this in my spare time. And thanks, everybody, for coming yet again to watch yet another one of these old guy running his mouth videos. And I'll see you guys soon, and I'll be back in just a little while.